Here we go. All right. Sorry, guys. I found my mic. I did all that prepping for me just to get on and not know where my mic is. But I found it, and I just turned it off on accident. I don't know, chat. Who's talking to me? Okay, that's me talking to y'all. How y'all doing, strangers out there in the universe? I am trying to keep my promise to you guys. I know it's kind of late, but it's midnight over here. I need to get on earlier. I feel like my content is better suited for early, midday stuff. Not midday, probably like evening time. Good unwinding stuff. Um, but definitely like not for right now. But there's a few things I want to talk about. The DC Fandom thing is going on clearly. Everyone's hyped about that. A lot of big things popped up. But before we get into all that, you know the routine, guys. Like, share, subscribe. If you're on Twitch, follow. If you're on YouTube, you can like and share this. Subscribe definitely. I want to get this channel to 100 subscribers on YouTube. I think I have 3 followers, 3 strangers right now. 3 strangers on Twitch, but right now I got 1 person on YouTube and 1 person on Twitch watching me. So whoever you respectively are, you probably got the notification, so that's how you know to watch this. So leave a comment, let me know what's going on. But this is the strangers booth. I think I like that name a lot. I still don't know what I'm going to be calling these streams, but I like to try and draw on these streams, and then while I'm drawing, talk about some of the stuff that has happened in like pop culture that's relevant to me. I think the things that I'm going to go over, let me take down my notes just in case I lose my chain of thought. We're going to obviously be drawing. I did read Boku No Hero chapter 281. And we can also talk about DC Fandom. I saw all the trailers for everything I would willingly pay money for right now, so we can talk about that. But like I said, I'm still, I don't know the delay is on Twitch, but my screen hasn't even changed on Twitch yet, so I'll let them figure that out. But it says I'm still recording. Everything's running smooth on my part. And the part that I messed up on last time is that you guys couldn't hear me. That was where I messed up last time. So trying to make sure I don't mess that up again. And I can see my volume going. So if somebody's in chat can just let me know that I'm not talking to nobody, that'd be epic. But today I'm going to do one of 2 things today. One, I'm either going to knuckle down and kind of evaluate this picture that I've been coloring, or go to the next picture that I want to color in book 2. I'm still like not in my full 100% like drawing mode. I think these streams are designed to help me get back and stay in those modes, because a lot of my creativity comes from being outside or just my day-to-day experience, and I haven't had a lot of those. And once again, for the second stream in a row, I forgot my water. My stream is really lagging. Like, I'm looking at it, and I know I've been on already. Let's restart this. Maybe it's me. But let's see what it's doing on YouTube. Okay, no, it's up to date on. It's okay. No, I'm pretty up to date. But the thing that I'm trying to get better at is this consistency. A lot of like the drags of drawing and doing all of this stuff, like you could have all these great ideas, but like if you're not prepared to, draw every day, that's what you really need. That's the level of commitment you need to do something like this. But if you're not prepared to do that, I wonder if I'm live on Facebook. Can people see me on Facebook? If you can see me on Facebook, I don't think Facebook messages pop up here. Let's see. Let's log into Facebook real quick. Do Facebook messages even? No, Facebook. Two people are watching this. I'm one of them. Who's the other person? Quit being a stranger. Say something. I just want to make sure the Facebook stream is going, guys. And if it is, then we can move forward. Because I'm going to give you guys anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, I can see it. I'm going to give you guys anything for anywhere from like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour of drawing. And we'll try and make sure. Yeah, so I see Facebook is going. That's so cool. Like, I literally am on 3 platforms right now. 2 people are watching on Twitch. Who are you in Twitch? Which stranger is watching me in Twitch? Say something in the chat. I don't know. But yeah, I was trying to rearrange this picture. A lot of people really would like me to finish this picture, but there's a very low likelihood that I'll be finishing this picture anytime soon, because I don't like working on stuff that I know is pretty that's not going to be relevant to like the things that I'm doing right now. This is what I'm currently working on. Insert as a document, and I have 2 people watching on Twitch. That's cool. This is what I'm working on right now, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot still for me to do in this picture. I really want to reevaluate Seven's hair. I really want to make sure that these background designs aren't like, these black lines are really standoffish. You got to blend them in, make them some other color. This picture was literally drawn 2 years ago from today, and I'm thankful for my art style improving, but this isn't my art style. You can tell just from these lines are way smoother than, let's say, these lines. Like, you can see the grainy effect. That is where my growth has gone in 2 years. You learn a lot just drawing every day, and I want to get back to that. Like, I want to get back to that growth that I was seeing. So that's why these streams are going on. But I'm not going to bore you guys anymore with the technicalities. Enjoy me drawing some subpar coloring. I'm not very good at coloring as much as I am good at drawing. So enjoy these subpar versions of me, trying to get good coloring right now. But for all it's worth, we'll be talking about the comic books I read this week. And the 2 comic books I read this week, one of them I didn't even get translated. It's kind of messed up because I don't know if my audio is working, and that's going to be like super disappointing. Like, I see is it only catching certain parts of me? All right. I mean, I see the lights. If I'm quiet in chat, let me know. Can't read that chat. It's too far. All right. I see my mic and it's going, so it's in the green. I got to turn myself up. All right. So I'll turn myself up there. Let's get to the coloring. So like right now, I know last thing I remember, I have it clicked off here that I was shading. So let's continue with that endeavor. This is another thing that I was talking about. Like, my shading is even trash because I just use black with a lower opacity. It's my cheat, really, because I know all through, and I'm doing this on purpose because like the consistency. Like, I know that throughout this comic book previously, I was using this, so I'm gonna continue using it so the continuity doesn't change in the middle comic book. But in book 2, I actually start to change that up a little bit. and make advancements on my style. Like I said, I'm not good at coloring. That's not my strong suit. But it's something that I know I'll get better with time. I'm just not in a rush to get better at it while I'm like still enjoying this. Like I thoroughly enjoy the time I get to this comic book, or I'm able to give to this comic book. So I try not to mess that up at all. The two comic books that I had read this week was Boku No Hero and Super. I guess I made the tragic mistake, I made the tragic mistake of updating one of the places I go to read my comic book, and because of that, I lost, like, they immediately blocked all like the comic books from overseas. Rest in peace to Kiss Anime and that other anime that got blocked recently. It's kind of like, I get it, you want to pay for people's stuff, but like, if you wanted to really like pay for it, the English subs and dub is, you're paying for timing, I think, more than anything. Because like, if you go on the internet within an hour of it releasing in Japan or wherever it's released, you're gonna get spoiled, and like, that's just something you have to come to terms with, or you just have to get the quick translators. But like, there's always someone on Twitter who's translating these things, and they're doing God's work. But now I gotta find a new like translator. Like, oh, I also watched the OVAs for Boku no Hero, the survival arc one. Which let's talk about that one first, actually. And spoilers for all of this, guys. So if you haven't, actually, we'll go non-spoilers first and then spoilers. That way, I can't be accused of like spoiling something for you. So non-spoilers. So Boku no Hero it's not on hiatus. It's they're currently like creating season 5 and doing stuff. And I don't think it was Studio Bones that did this. I didn't check, but if they did, it's not like there was a drop off in quality. It was just actually, I can't even say it was a drop off on quality. This wasn't an action packed episode. This was a divided up episode. So to start, they're basically right around the part where it's after season 4, but before the second movie, I believe. And they're still just like training, or even sooner than that. I think because some of them haven't got their hero license yet. Okay, yeah. Now I remember. They're basically training for their hero license. So that's so like Aizawa is taking them out to like this place where they're gonna get to practice rescuing. So basically, he's like giving them a mock trial of what to expect from their hero not train hero course, but to get their license. And it's pretty interesting because you'd clearly feel like the way the teams are divided, and this is something I didn't like about the OVAs. It's a 2-part OVA, but there's something I didn't really like about the OVA, which was a lot of the Boku no Hero does a really good job of spreading out the story. You might not get 60 seconds of each character, but every character, like, their moment to shine, they shine. And some people might not like that. Some people might disagree with that, but at least they get an opportunity to shine. That this is not the case in this OVA, which I found to be really strange because there was two. It's 2 OVAs in one. So like, why couldn't they make time? Why couldn't they make time for these extra characters? But that's neither here or there. If you like certain characters, who's a character that got 0, and you want to know something, this is just further proof why they probably didn't get time, because I don't know their names, but I can't describe them. And bushy tail kid wasn't there. The invisible girl was there the whole time, but you'll never know because she's invisible and she didn't talk. So take that with a grain of salt. Um, Also, someone who would like I feel was super like useful. Jiro, the earplug girl, she definitely deserves a lot more notoriety or more attention, but she didn't get that in this episode, and I found that to be kind of strange. Uh, but once again, I'm being picky. Like, hey, it's content. Take it or leave it. So I'm gonna take it. So basically, he divides the class up, and he divides the class up. He literally puts the big three together. He got Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto all together on one team, along with Lita, Froggy, or Sue. I remember that. Her name is escaping me, but the Kirby looking girl, I know her name. It's gonna come to me, and I'm gonna say Uraraka, Gravity, you Gravity. They put the in Creation. They put all of them on the same team, so you and no, there's actually Demkeys on this team, and Red Riot is on this team. It's a stacked team. The class is basically divided into two. So they are stacked. Like, and I feel like Boku no Hero does a really good job of like combining heroes, because like certain combos of heroes you just I don't think they could lose. And actually, I take that back. We'll talk about that in the comic book section, but this is still the non-spoiler part for the OVAs. So basically, they're tasked with the job of saving somebody, and I really enjoyed this because it was created tension that I still fell for. There's certain level, like when you do OVAs that are in the past prequels, it's hard for you to actually garner tension because I saw the end of season 4. I know everyone survived. So there's no amount of tension you can really put into this that's going to make me think otherwise. But that's where you're wrong. I caught myself having to remind myself halfway through one of the action sequences that no, everyone survived. Like, it was a reassurance for me, and I really like that. That means they were able. That's a sign of good writing, period. For me to know that, oh, these people are fine. They are going to be fine. I don't need to worry. And still they managed to garner concern out of me. That's a sign of good writing. And I have to commend that. At no point did I ever like think to myself, man, what are they going to do next? And I'll talk about it in the spoiler parts. There's a point in the story where you're like, wait, is this canon anymore? Because stuff gets real. But pushing forward, that is sort of the setup. There's only really two settings. There's in the hazard zone and out of the hazard zone. And while they're in the hazard zone, they're basically tasked with saving somebody, one lone person at the bottom of a mall. That's a mall that's halfway underground and a mall that's halfway above ground. And it's fairly simple on the outlook. They know where the person is. They know how to get to him. It's just getting there and going. And I think they do a really good job of showing their strengths and weaknesses, and also their current growth development. I don't like when characters go backwards just for the sake of a story plot or point. Bakugo is still Bakugo. You can imagine Lita is still Lita. And those are two interactions I rarely see. Creation, who is, I don't know her name, but she basically, that's her title, Creation. She can create things using the lipids from her body fat. They take a leadership role, her and Lita, to devise this plan about what they're going to do. But they make astute observations before they go into this hellhole, and you might see this as a chance opportunity where, okay, everyone's going to do something very predictable. But to my affection, they don't give they don't give Bakugo the benefit of the doubt. He does what Bakugo is going to do. He went up, he marched ahead and just said, "Screw it, I'm good. Let's go." And to the naked eye, you might say, "Man, Bakugo still hasn't learned how to play well." But he didn't move till after every piece of information was decimated. Like until the prologue was done, he didn't get up and move. You know, and shout out to all the people on Facebook watching. I can't see you guys because I'm drawing and you guys don't pop up on the stream. Facebook's a bunch of haters, but I see you guys out there watching with me and liking with me. But there was time at some point, I don't know what happened, but yeah, Bakugo didn't. Bakugo was Bakugo, and I like that. But like to the naked eye, he was being brash. He was being irresponsible. But he did stay to get the information he needed in order to make his move. And once he knew what his plan was. He was gonna go up there and find Homeboy, and that was it. But obviously, if that was just the plan, this would be a very short story, and there would be no need for continuations. But that isn't the case. And sure enough, things got super real, like too real. And it's all part of their training. It's Aizawa and Nursery Girl out there, watching them. And a chain of events basically happened that caused a few major players to go down. And these major players went down, and it makes it really hard for you don't know what's going to happen to these cats. Like, you're concerned. You're thoroughly concerned. You get to see a combination of their skills and powers being put together, but you're concerned about people's, livelihoods at this point. And I think they do once again, great job making me feel scared for these people. And that's hard to do when you know that none of them are really in danger. So with that being said, we're going to go into spoilers about this. I don't know how to timestamp stuff on Twitch, but basically what ended up happening. Did somebody write me? No, nobody wrote me. What am I thinking? It's 12 o'clock at night. No one's on Twitch right now. What basically ended up happening was, so everything went down in there at this place. They have to save one person, really. And that's sort of the conundrum there, because it's the true hero aspects of each person kind of came to light, and their reasoning for it. So basically during this event, the building was basically blown up to pieces and collapsing. But a large part of the infrastructure was still in place to kind of keep things from falling completely over. And as they're making their way to try and get them, obviously they got split up in the beginning. That's the only issue I had with Bakugo's actions, because if they were all together, I don't think they run into this issue immediately, but then there's no tension. They are clearly stronger in numbers, so I don't want to take that away from them. I think that was a great idea, a great addition, but it was immediately apparent, like that was a plot hole for me. Like, okay, I get it, but let's get a